Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another very special episode. I'm Joe Omar.
I'm Rush.
And this is the Side Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes, people. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, and subscribe to the Side Sports TV. And do one more thing first, do
share the video to at least 10 people, but get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know how many subscribers that gets by the end of the day, people.
Yes. And I know you guys don't want us to talk about the Copa America, right? No, I know you guys don't want us necessarily to talk about the Jamaican players and the team and the performance.
We don't want to talk about it.
But we have to tweet which. So right now we're here to round up the Copa America, speak about the other two games that we didn't get to speak about. First one against Ecuador and then the second one against Venezuela. Jamaica took 2 losses, different performances, but at the end of the day, call it the same result. The last one 3-1 and they lost the other 3-0. So we're here to talk about it. First of all, we're going to separate the 2 games. Obviously, we're not going to do player ratings and all of that, but we're going to give our overview. We're going to give overview analysis of the games, and then we talk about where the coach go wrong or where the players go wrong or blah blah blah. You see me? So let's talk about the first game. Ecuador, we lost that game 3-1. Conceded in the first half. We conceded an early goal, I'd say, before the 15-minute mark. You get me? So we conceded early, and then after that, all over the place. Second half come out, we had nothing to lose. So the coach just got it, and then Jamaica look like them can play some football. Where make of that? Why we start so slow? Normally, we're a team that we don't necessarily concede early goals, because I'd call him a defensive coach. But we came out, Ecuador just stunned me, kicked 2 goal pass way, game done. Oh, you see the Ecuador game?
The Ecuador game, for all intents and purposes, Hallgrimson had no intention of winning that game. Ecuador is a higher ranked team than us, and let's face it, Ecuador have much better players than we do, especially in the middle of the park.
They're not, me check and realize Ecuador is not, in terms of world FIFA rankings, they're not that much ahead of us.
Yeah, but
they are not far, they are better than us, clearly. We know, and the ranking, they're only that bad because of an Akanma ball. If we didn't Akanma ball, we wouldn't be 54th. They get me, I say, some understand what I say, but them better than we. Considerably, by the way.
Yeah, so them have much better players than us, they're higher ranked than us in the rankings, and they're playing a harder confederation, so on and so forth. And I don't think Hallgrimson did have any interest in winning that football game.
Nope.
And I think that in and of itself was a mistake to begin with. Because though Ecuador is a better team than us, though they're ranked higher than we are, though they have better players than we do, especially in the middle of the park, we have very good players on our team. And I think obviously we have to play defense, we have to play players behind the ball, but I think we have the ability to express ourselves. And what I think Hallgrimson has made the mistake of doing is trying to handle this team like he handled his Iceland team in UEFA.
Yep.
Different. Iceland to UEFA is way different than us to CONCACAF. And in my opinion, we have better players than that Iceland team that he
Bro,
had.
It's not even close.
No,
not the players, but in terms of our standing in the confederation.
Exactly.
We have players that our team can be matched up to the second or third best team in the confederation. Iceland, they were nowhere close.
We can play with teams in a CONMEBOL.
And we can play with teams. You see me? So Iceland not even there close to the top 10 teams in a UEFA. You get me? I say, so it's way different, and him approach look the same. It's almost like him don't know what else to do, which is kind of weird.
So coming into that game, when I saw the starting lineup and I saw how he was going to line up the players to play against this Ecuadorian team, I was like, Hallgrimson has no interest in winning this game. And him to understand or rate the ability of ball we have on field. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go out and take control of the game and strap it up on Ecuador. No, obviously not. What I'm saying is that we definitely gave Ecuador a bit too much respect, and because of that, them take advantage of the space we give them take advantage of the lack of firepower that we had on the field, because we never have no firepower on the field. We do not have our best player on the field.
Not at all.
And Ecuador take advantage of it early, them put up on the back foot, them score upon it, them get a penalty, them almost like it seemed as though kill off the game from the first half. And then in the second half, when our back was against the wall And Hargrimson had no choice but to send them out on the field to play some football. Bring on DeMarco, a game changer, make a few substitutions, play more advanced, play a higher line, try to possess the ball more, be more aggressive. We showed the caliber of football that this Jamaica team is able to play.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Ecuador are up 2 goals. That are going to have an impact on their mentality. Mm-hmm. Also, they never expected us to come out with that much of a punch. Fine, that will affect the flow of the game. But our ability, even against a team as good as Ecuador is, with the quality of players that Ecuador have, for our team to come out and possess the ball and to make plays and to get the ball forward and to get the ball in dangerous areas. Lembi Kisa was a menace. It shows what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed that when you respect the team a little bit less and you play with a little bit more assertiveness and a little more confident, what this Jamaica team can do.
Yep.
And that was what was on full display in the Ecuadorian game. And I left that game, they were losing 3-1 with some hope. Also, we were robbed, and Cannonball admitted that we were robbed.
Oh, for sure. The robbery was blatant. Maybe Ecuador just got the nod because their competition. That's initially what I thought. And if there was a 50-50 decision, and it wasn't even 50-50. If there was a chance that the ref could have given the decision to the South American team, they would have gotten it. That is how me did feel about it.
The thing about it, bro, we are talking about the ref and this and that. He was arguing his VAR.
Mm-hmm.
The referee was arguing his VAR.
Them say audio leak, innit? You hear the audio?
Them
say audio leak.
Obviously, it was in Spanish, but me hear
the translation.
VAR say, yo, lick him hand first, but whatever. Both of them, he had argued with VAR. So, he never want to get the first penalty neither. And VAR tell him, say, yo, brother, a penalty. And he must say, but on natural position, ball come down on him hand regards Greg Lees, and eventually overturned that. But for Jamaica, him never want to take no shot. So why him never want to take no shot versus me? But VAR was actually insisting that.
The thing is, maybe in a film head, he must say, yo, I make them money, I ref me game,
Yeah.
And for the second one, he must say, I don't care when they say, I'm not giving it.
Yeah.
Not realizing that goal would have changed the game. You get me? I say, if it was 3-1 up or 4-1 up, and then that was just, would have been a second goal of Jamaica, I wouldn't care. You don't give the penalty, move on, F off. We call it a day. But then, him probably never realized that, the game there 2-1. If you give him that penalty, Jamaica scored a penalty there with a 2-2.
And the whole scale of the whole
No, the game different.
Changed.
The game different.
Not only the game,
we're going to the final. Yeah, we're going to the final. If we draw that game, we're going to the final game with a chance.
And also, I might be a bit presumptuous for saying this, but we probably use the momentum from that goal to go forward and make something else happen again.
Probably.
Who knows?
Probably.
And because of how aggressive
we had that momentum.
Because of how aggressive we were, that's how we end up conceding the third goal. Not mad about it. Left the Ecuador game, knowing that I was out of the competition, but felt confident about Jamaica as a team and our chances going forward. In my head, I was saying, I hope Hal Grimson learn a lesson. We outpossess our Ecuador team. We looked better than this Ecuador team for a lot of the game. We created good chances. Our talent was on display. The Margaret, Lembi Kisa. I was hoping that him would have taken this as a lesson. Yes, we lost this game, but we can use it as a building block going forward.
Yeah.
A lot of people were disappointed in this Ecuadorian game. I left the game with some optimism.
I was annoyed. I agree with you. I was optimistic about going forward, but I was annoyed. Obviously, I don't put too much respect on the results that we get in the Copa America. Obviously, we beat a team that we're not supposed to beat. Or we're putting a performance that I didn't expect from us. Or we're putting a great performance. Then I will be excited. But I was more annoyed with this game. One, because it seems like, and I don't want to call him stubborn because I think Carl Grimson is one that will change if needs be. But it takes too long to make the changes. I mean, even not talk about on, the pitch or substitution. I'm just talking about his style of play, his tactics. It just takes too long to realize that we need a change. It is not. That is where I was about to go. We have to know the coach that we have. And initially, Grimson come in and put a 4-4-2. Make us more solid defensively. We had nothing going forward. The ball that take too long to get to our attackers. And people were going to do a whole different video about Grimson and breaking it down and how we feel about him leaving and all that. Because it's not a secret. We know what's going on. But this is a total different video. We know the coach that we have. We have a defensive coach. We have a coach that cares more about not conceding and not losing the game more than he cares about winning the game. When we are playing oppositions that we can beat. Yeah. So if you're going to a game against Mexico that If we match them up talent for talent, we're supposed to can give Mexico a run for their money. You don't go into Mexico not come into a game against Jamaica and say them now try concede.
Mexico not come into a game against nobody and say them now concede.
Yes, for concede. We're good enough to score a goal too.
Yeah.
And that is the approach of Jamaica for harvest. Bro, there are not many teams in CONCACAF. Maybe one. Where me gonna say, all right.
Them overwhelming with a talent wise.
Yeah, bro. You go
one team alone.
One brother.
Talent wise. And even that team they were still not afraid of.
No, don't afraid of them. But you give them little respect. Mexico, you go and play toe-to-toe with Mexico. Canada, you go and play toe-to-toe with Canada. You come and you get Ecuador, you give them little respect. Yeah. But you take your chances. What I never like from Algrimson in this game, again, it's coaching. I know that I've been, calling out Algrimson's coaching a little bit more recently. But bro, I don't know, maybe from where me I looking to coach, not looking to being a coach, but me I looking to how coaches work. Bro, if you're going to the game for the first 15 minutes, you realize you're rigid and you stay a certain way. Or, like we're Arsenal Man City, for the first 15 minutes, I'm going to run by you, I press you. Then sit off for 10 minutes and then come back at the end of the half. We don't do that, bro. We just play one way. We come out and we just frantic for the whole game. We try not to lose. We defend. We make blocks. We do it for the whole game.
That's it.
Like, when do we get our shape back?
But I'm saying, we've seen it. Like, we're under 2. Mm-hmm. We play some football. We see we have good shape.
And what that prove to you?
So we can do it.
We can do it. So why would not do it?
But to your point, unless something happens, we don't express ourselves in that manner. So there is a point when we make plays. When we see Damian Lowe looking like a maestro, when we see Lembikisa push forward.
But that surprise you? We know we have the quality. We know we have the ability. Why we not do it? Where it come back to? The coach, because the coach ultimately gives the instructions. The Canada game. I look on it last night when my ears Algrimson and step down. I look on it and I say, the Canada game and the Ecuadorian game. This may have been chances when we know it, specifically for the Canada game, where it was the players, namely Shaman Nicholson, that say, yo, what we are do? We are going to play some ball with them money and we are going to win this game. Maybe in this game we're going 2-0 down, it was maybe a similar thing. Obviously, we never get the results, so we're not going to necessarily know what took place in the changing room, but it seemed like our backs have to be against the wall for us to say, all right, we're going to try and play some football now. Yeah. And that is what I don't understand. It just seems
him no one playing a football.
Him no one playing a football. Him just so concerned with not losing the game. And I understand. If you can't win, don't lose. But him fail to realize that we can win. That is it enough. If you can't win a game, bro, just don't lose. If you play against, say, the Ecuador game, which maybe on paper should have been the hardest game, but in hindsight, the Venezuela game, they top the group, blah, blah, blah. Them have the best performance in the group.
On paper,
right? Ecuador was the so going into the Ecuador game, you say, all right, maybe we can't win the game right now, but we're not going to lose it. Starting the game after 15 minutes, you see, we can play with them, man. Like, do you not see that? Brother, I'm dead there, I say, we have some of the ball, we can get forward. Why would not get forward? Why would I lose the ball at the midfield? Why would you even not try for turn? Why you start without our wingers? What, like, I don't understand it. At halftime, you have to make someone bring our winger them. Even if you say you're not trying to lose the game and you want a nil all out tight. You don't realize after you have to bring on Cephas and Gray?
But in that game in the Ecuador game at halftime, we already
they already do it.
Yeah, so they bring on Demargre at halftime.
Right.
And things suddenly
change. Bro, his approach is just ramp, especially to the Ecuadorian game. No, that. Let's talk about the Venezuela game now. I feel like this was just him making this. Well, now that we know.
Him left.
Now that we know, exactly.
Yeah.
Now we know. Him tell the players say him now coach his team no more. Him say him goodbyes. This is just off.
And I'm a competition contract.
Yeah, this is just of contractual interest. That's all him. Fulfill him obligation. Might be a professional at the end of the day. I'll finish the competition, but I'm not going to continue with this team. And the man them go play. In spells we look like we can play. In spells we look like we don't know what we are do. Him start a backline we never played before. Him insist on playing Michael Hector over Deshaun Bernard when Michael Hector just come back into the team 3 windows ago.
Michael Hector cost the game, man. The Venezuela game.
Bro, but him play a backline that's never played together before. And then when you see the 2 first goals we can see, when you feel look at it, bro, you can see the same way. Obviously, in a different type of play, but it is just a forward in between 2 defenders. Yeah. That's all it was.
And to Michael Hector's side.
And Michael Hector was involved in both of them. Yeah. Obviously, one was between him and Pino, and then the other was between him and Latte. But they're the player just the in between the two. Just the in between the two. Just a simple run. Run in, run down, and then a simple back post run between the 2 defenders, bro. And that what that have to do with chemistry, not playing together. Don't know what we are doing. But now we know the coach just never did it. I'll give him to sit down on the bench for the whole time. Me never clock this until after. Them show him and Mirror just stays up.
Yeah.
You never realize. I'll give him a get up, bro. You see me? So going forward, we tried, but then we can't pass. Casey Palmer have all the ability in the world, brother. You see when Casey Palmer, something happened for Casey Palmer? Like one time him turn at the midfield and just run past three players. And I said, you can't do that. Casey Palmer have all the ability in the world. I don't know if it's mentality, I don't know if it's IQ, I don't know if him can't see the game a certain way, but him have the ability to do it, bro.
Maybe him good on the ball and just can't advance, can't pass the ball.
Bro, we can't make 5-yard passes.
Yeah.
I'm not talk about players that we know that can do it. We just weren't doing it in that game. Me I talk about Mikel Antonio. Me I talk about Demar Gray. Me I talk about Dixon. Me I talk about Wes Harding. Like nobody can pass. Michael Hector pass the ball straight to the man.
Bro, when this Venezuela game first started, and as I said, Shema killed me. Because I see them man move the ball a couple times, and I see Damian Lowe knock it and I play some cutting diagonal pass, some like a 5-yarder, and we get passes and we get shots
the
and
expressive
goal.
Man.
And me I say, you see how ball game play?
I'm gonna at halftime, the lad.
Me I say, you see how ball game play, but towards the end of the half we start look rubbish still, you know.
But that is fine.
Towards the end of the half we start look
halftime
really
come when they need to come.
Yeah.
But them just pick up with them left half.
Literally.
And again.
And then when we come out and the way we start play is like, what? What going right now?
Coming out frame.
Me I say, what going right now? We not playing no ball. Yeah. You get me? I say, and then the mistakes them start pile up and me I say, bro, we're done. We're done, brother. Like this Venezuela team now. It's not good like none of the three other teams in the group. This Venezuela team are the worst team in the group, you know. Contrary to theirs,
this is what tournament football is all about. This is that's why you don't go into a game conceding that you've already lost, bro. Venezuela is not supposed to beat no Ecuador. We supposed to give Venezuela a good game. And Mexico supposed to beat Venezuela. Mexico ranked 15th in the world, brother. Come on.
This Venezuela team is always come last in this zone.
Exactly. So
especially how we start playing them in the first 30 minutes of the game. And every other team. Ecuador play them to kill them off. Mexico play them to kill them off. Every other team is supposed to kill off this Venezuela team. How them go through scotch-free, God alone knows.
Only God he knows. But that's what tournament football is all about. You're going to games and you try to do your best in the game. And whatever you get out of that is what you get out of it. Venezuela go, them never afraid of nobody. Them go with courage. And even though Ecuador did have them a backside them.
Yeah.
Bro, you go with bravery and you take your chances when you get them and you defend as stoutly as you can. Yeah. We never do that at all. It's almost like we never did try score, bro. The man refuse the man insists for play both Shaman Nicholas and Mikel Antonio together. When it is evident that the man cannot play together. Because them strengths do facilitate each other game. That is not what it's about. Them weaknesses are the same and them strengths are almost the same. You get me? I say so you just can't play them two players. You insist for pushing out on the wing. It not work, brother. Change it.
We have speedy wide men on the bench, right?
And we have the fastest players on the bench, our most dangerous players on the bench in a game that we needed to win.
Wide men. And we have central attacking players a start together.
You know, it just not work. And I feel like this Copa America, and obviously we know that arguments is resigned and whatever. I will talk about that soon. But this was an awful coaching display from Arguments, if may be totally honest.
Tournament.
The whole tournament was just a shit show of coaching for me personally. Me never like nothing what me see. And even the second half in Ecuador, if me I give props, me I give more props to the players.
Yeah,
because the man just come out with the heart. Exactly. Bro, yeah.
It just show me say once again, people can say anything they want to say. Just show me say Damian Lowe baller. It confirmed to me that Ethan Pinnock is the best defender in CONCACAF. And Demar Gray a bad baller. You get me? I said, Deshane Bernard are captain Jamaica. You get me? I said, Jamal Waite a good backup goalkeeper. Never saw it in the last game. But Jamal Waite a good backup goalkeeper. That's what we learned from the tournament. Yeah. But in terms of our tactical performance and our coaching was absolutely woeful.
It was awful. It was awful. And even people started calling for the coach Ed from the second game. I wasn't one of them.
No,
just for more reasons than one. Yeah. And again, people, we're going to talk about that soon. So I'm even not going to get it nice. People that call for the coach Ed from them time then. I was more like, you can do better than this. And I honestly believe Al Grimsley can do better than this.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, we'll see, especially the way the man set up a team defensively, especially with the three at the back, whenever we decide to be rigid, it work. Obviously, we don't have much midfield coverage, but we never. And maybe that was just down to us having good defenders. Maybe that, because we put in a lot of blocks, we put in a lot of last ditch battle. So maybe even the system are just, the man is just good.
I mean, playing with three at the back, you know, me like how our wing backs, bro, he make Lembi Kisa into one of our most important pieces. I have to say that have to do with coaching and how him utilize
For sure.
Greg Lee has been a very good international player since Hal Grimson forward.
Bernard never go up a notch.
Yeah, so I was hoping that him would have learned the lessons that we learned from this competition going into the fall. Obviously, we're going to talk about that as we continue to say. But the way how this competition was managed, tactically, more so than technically. Normally, a technical problem. We say, oh, them ball can't play ball, and we know see them play. Now we see them can play ball. We them play against Ecuador, big side. Them play against Venezuela for 30 minutes. We look like a team. We never get coached properly.
And
clearly, either him lose the locker room or him walk out of the locker room all the time.
Yeah. Him head never did it. This tournament just goes for sure. It's just not to be. And we're definitely, this team and this coach is not compatible. And again, we're gonna do the video. Probably right after we do record this, because it just dep our mind. So and it will seep over into this video, because this tournament, the man put up
all of the videos that we are going to do for the next couple of days.
It just gonna be like that. But let's talk about the tournament some more. Obviously, we made it clear that going into this tournament, we never put much emphasis on the results and all of that. We were finishing that group. We obviously we're gonna give our best, and wherever we finish, we finish. Was this tournament a success or failure in your eyes? And it may seem like an obvious question, but break down why you think it is.
No, it's not an obvious question.
Right, there's an obvious answer.
My answer is twofold.
Twofolded.
Every time, especially for this JFF, when we get a chance to get a free 1 month camp, me take it. You get me? I said. So in terms of the ability for our best players and our best team to develop some camaraderie, to play competitive football together, you know, to learn about ourselves, to learn about each other, that's always a success in and of itself, except when it's a Gold Cup. And we want to win this thing. So this is a chance for me, so as I say, a little exhibition, preseason friendly tournament like we would go. Los Angeles go play. You get me? I say with Arsenal we play Inter Milan and Real Madrid and AC Milan and Man U and Man City, and then just get a feel, a sense of playing good teams with top players, but it don't mean nothing. So for me, that's a success because CONMEBOL pay for all of that, right? So I enjoy that. You know, getting the chance to play some football, you know, obviously it a good ding with FIFA rankings. I'd have hoped that we could have get some good results, maybe some draws, some narrow losses that would have probably improved our FIFA rankings. I don't think these results are going to do anything good for our FIFA rankings. But a failure in just the way we comported ourselves. Many times it was just outright embarrassing. I'm so tired, but also so used to being embarrassed by this national team. But in the same breath, it's been a while since I've been disembarrassed by this Jamaican national team, especially as I was in that Venezuela game. It was outright embarrassing. Just the way we handle ourselves, you know, just the way we never seem to know what we do. We never seem to care about what we do. And it brings me back to a point, which probably, I heard, I watch ESPN FC, them talk about it, and me hear them say, yo, Jamaica have all the ballers in the world. A team like Venezuela don't have the ballers don't have all the ballers in the world. But what the Venezuelan them do have is their best of the best. Rondon, he's Venezuelan. You get me? I said that of him, heart and soul. Him grow up like how me and you grow up. I love the reggae boys and want to come score goals for the national. This a him dream come true for score goals for Venezuela.
Right, some other players, it's an opportunity.
You get me? I said this a random dream come true for captain him national team and for score goals. And this is probably unfair based on some of the names that we make a call right now. But growing up, I don't think Bobby Reed or Michael Antonio or Ethan Pino ever dreamt about scoring goals for Jamaica. I assume them dream of scoring goals in the Euros for England. Ethan Pinnock score a header in the 90th minute in the Euro finals to beat Germany. That's what him would have dream about at 15, 16 when him take on film football career seriously. And could that be why? Could that be why when I see the impact? Could that be why when Shamar Nicholson lift him game for the national team, it's a different kind of elevation than with Michael Antonio and than with them? Because really and truly, we see Demarai Gray start out hot enough. When I see Demarai Gray overcome no adversity yet for this national team, right? Come to think about it. When I see Demarai Gray, we see Shamar Nicholson. The last time we have some adversity, Demarai Gray play good, but he also get a silly red card. Some would say it's not a red card. When I think the referee going to lose him job to get a red card there. I think him can argue say it was a red card. But that's what happened when Demarai Gray come under adversity for the first time. As compared to Shamar Nicholson though. As compared to Damian Lowe though. Think about it, bro. Shamar Nicholson do better than Demarai Gray. Damian Lowe do better than Dishane Bernard, in my opinion. Do better than Ethan Pinnock, in my opinion. You get me? I say? But look what them do when push come to shove.
Yeah.
And we really need it.
Yeah.
So may I start for wonder, bro? And people are gonna say me xenophobic, whatever. Bro, may I start for wonder, bro? No, may I start for wonder? Me not say we come under adversity. Me not say it get lift, bro. Me not say Solomon Randon when him born and him all him want do all him life. So make $1 billion out of football, and then for come back come score goals for Venezuela. You get me? I say, you get me? I say, and me hear him name Hercules Gomez there say the one player who you would expect would have this type of tenacity don't want to be there. So why the hell the dual national them I really want to be there? And he must say that's why this Jamaica team keep disappointing. Because this Jamaica team is almost as good as this Mexican team. This Jamaica team is better than this Venezuelan team. This Jamaican team should not be run over by this Ecuadorian team. Why? Bro, people have Jamaica come out of the zone. Not me.
Because we know.
You get me? I say not me. But people did have this Jamaica team possibly coming out of this zone.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody never have this Venezuela team come out of this zone. This Venezuela is supposed to come last of this one. And this is what this Copa show me, which I know that make it a failure, bro. Because I see adversity and I just don't see these players elevate themselves to the level. And me I feel wonder if it's a case. And don't get me wrong, this no mean me I say, yo, all players were born and grown in Jamaica play. And me not say that. We don't have the talent.
Bro, I get to that kind of because that's what me going to tell you. Say it's not necessarily xenophobic. You are saying that you're just telling us, or it's just a theory of why we're not seeing the best, or we're not seeing the level being lifted. Not that the players should be excluded. The man still did it.
Absolutely.
And play good, but just don't expect a lift. That's all it is. You get me?
Don't expect when
the buckle get hot, the man never just remember say a 3 million there yard away from them. It just now clicking them head that way. You get me? I say them now gonna hear the crowd that roar and look up and get filled with tears. It's just now you're not gonna see nobody cry when it anthem play. It's just now man, it's fine.
I said the few of them who know who feel good when the anthem play are the ones who still lift the level.
Bro, me I tell you.
Andre Blake, Shamar Nicholson, Damian Lowe.
Right. And maybe this is expressed better than me that try express it. But this is similar to what me always I says that I like to know when the man them understand and know what it means to represent Jamaica. Not just see it as an opportunity to go to the World Cup. Because while you're a baller, bro, there's a different, and it don't even go for football alone. With anything, when you have a deeper connection to something, bro, you pour up more towards it. That's just simply, you get me? I say, so I love it. Not that
this Copa show me that,
bro. Not that we're supposed to exclude them, you know. Because the man them are baller, and we can't put in enough good results to make it to the World Cup.
Who is we for say that? Like, who is we for tell Bobby Reed say him not love it? But, bro,
me not say me love it or me not say who no love it or whatever. But if you don't feel a certain type of way, just don't feel that way. Me not ask you. Me love the national team more than Ethan Pino. Me not ask you that. You get me? I say, but that was just because
so much you can't say Nana and Blakey.
Blakey. But me didn't even want to compare the player them to player. Me just try to make the point. Me not say them no love the team, you know. But me not ask you if me love it more than majority, if not all of the dual nationals. But that was because I was raised in the Jamaican culture. I
And
understand.
also, I've had dreams of keeping goal in National Stadium.
I've had dreams, bro. I say I would pay to play for the national team. Just to put on that, just to walk up. Bro, I've been as close as it gets to walking out onto the national stadium, not as a football player, but to the pitch. I've been as close as it gets to the pitch without being on the pitch. I've been there. But see the man I walk past me. Me know the feeling when me get. When me look and see the man I sing the anthem, me know the feeling when me get. Me I sing my anthem too. Last night me I sing the anthem. You get me? I say so. I was raised in a Jamaican culture, understanding 100% what it means to be Jamaican and want to represent Jamaica. I can't say the same for a lot of these players. Now, them have Jamaican heritage, them have Jamaican parents and grandparents and whatever. And so they may do their best to raise them to understand what it means to be Jamaican. But bro, there's a different level of passion that come with, being raised in the country. And if you don't have that, I say it's a bad thing. But if you have it, it's definitely a good thing. And it can lift the level. Again, I say if you exclude them and put in our Jamaican players and make us say a 23 full of JPL players, that's not what I'm saying.
It still wouldn't be full of
JPL
JPL
players. Yeah, because obviously we have Jamaican born that play overseas. I now say put our Jamaican born players into the team. I'm just saying don't necessarily expect all that passion and zeal from these dual nationals because, bro, you can't make one of the day. It just not did it.
Yeah, bro. And that was a heartbreaking realization that it took me a while to come around to. But
you would have believed say nothing go so. You would have believed everybody love the game and understand it.
So.
Exactly. And
but bro, this Venezuelan performance, you talk about Iceland with Hallgrimsson. Bro, people move mountains for causes where them really and truly believe in.
Canadian team.
2 years ago, them were great. Them are great say England over Jamaica. Just 3 years ago, them do an interview, or 4 years ago, they are Bayern Leverkusen. They must say, love Jamaica, but England. You get me? I said, he never shit on Jamaica, but he must say, bro. All of them want playing at the Euro finals for England. All of them, bro, at one point. Just like how me want to win the Gold Cup with Jamaica and me want to qualify for World Cup with Jamaica. That's something me personally, as a young footballer,
of course,
would have. Imagine me playing at National Stadium, whatever color. I always used to see Donovan Ricketts wear grey or black as a goalkeeper, and then Andre Blake them wear the pink and the purple. Me I say, me that look good now in them shirt that you get me. I say, me that look good now. That at home, me always view it. It's never been anything else for me, and me come to that was something that me realized throughout this Copa, and it should have been something on my clock from a long time. But bro, look on the players who elevate the game when things really get rough.
Yeah. And me not gonna be unfair. I'm not going to point the finger and say this is the reason necessarily why we never perform in the Copa America or why we haven't had the best Jamaican performances with the best Jamaican talent.
Yeah.
Because this is by far and away supposed to be. Because someone gonna tell you say them team from 19 how long was the best. No. This is supposed to be. Me never see the team. Obviously, I didn't experience the team.
Say anything them want. So you can be political.
Well, I know. And talent and where they're playing and all of that. Obviously, football, advance and all of that. But this is supposed to be the most talented team. We're not seeing the best performance. I'm not going to pinpoint and say the only reason is because we have a lot more dual nationals.
No, that's definitely
that is not it, but it can contribute to why we're not seeing our level being raised. Yeah. And that is exactly what we're talking about. Not the performance of the team, the level being raised.
The ability to bring it
to a next level.
When you need to.
Yeah.
That's all I talk about. In terms of the way this team play baseline as compared to our last 15 years, we still have played the best football.
For sure.
You get me? As we still have played the best football out of any team that Jamaica has fielded since the World Cup. We have a good couple of good tournaments. Mm-hmm. But none of those teams did that play. But you can say the reason I would do so well in those tournaments was because of the high.
You could. That's not what I'm saying.
But regardless.
You could, but that's not what I'm saying.
Exclude the couple tournament runs that we've had. This team consistently have played the most consistent and best football. This current Jamaican team right now is since obviously when we qualify for World Cup, they play really good football. This Jamaican team is doing all of that. So, but may I talk about when things get really rough. The ability to just dig in and push back and fight. And the players that we see dig in and push back and fight is, In fact, some of our best players also, don't get me wrong, Shamar Nicholson and
Nicholson is our best striker.
And Andre Blake.
Damon Lowe is our best midfielder.
There are three of our best players.
Yeah.
But they also have the ability to just, yo, brother, we're fight, bro. We need this. We want this.
And that's a different experience.
We think that lacking.
No, I never answer the question. Is it a failure or not? It is a failure in every single direction. I'm not even gonna go in every direction. I'm not even gonna agree with you in terms of just an opportunity to have another camp because it ended in the coach leaving. So it wasn't even a success. The camp was a waste of time because now the coach gone and the next coach I need a new camp. Mm-hmm. Whatever them doing at this camp, maybe it improved the interpersonal relationships between the players. And we know I just Algrimson and John Wall and the other coach name. His name hard to pronounce, the goalkeeper coach. I just them out because we know Miran Gardner is still there and the physio and everybody else is still there. So this camp wasn't even a positive to me. Because this camp ended with the coaching staff resigning. In terms of the results, I didn't even have to mention that. Failure. In terms of the performances, which is what I wanted out of it, to see how we would approach playing good teams. Remember in the World Cup qualifying 2 games, I want to see how we'd approach playing lesser teams, and then I want to see how we'd approach playing really good teams. In both, I not get nothing from it.
So failure. 5 games are just disappointing.
5 games are obligation, brother. You go and play. Because I not get nothing from it. From my perspective, it was we just satisfy the obligation. We keep it moving. All right, next game, make us so have. To be honest, we had that for probably 2 years now. Remember Gold Cup last year, we said the same thing. Oh, all right. And Liam Bailey beg you for give them some time and Ray, and we say, all right, it's a good sign. You say you're not read too much into this game because the Ray. Bro, we have said this for the last 2 years, brother.
We don't have no good. Canada's the only good performance.
We have Canada, and we have 2 Mexico performances. Yeah. You see me?
That's it.
And that is it.
Everything else are just the way you need to do.
You see me? So that's really where it comes down to for me. Failure.
Canada the most iconic Jamaican performance
I have ever seen. We can't even say it. I've ever seen.
The Gold Cup semi-finals, them, especially the second one versus Mexico, the Kemar Lions free kick. Pretty iconic performance.
Iconic for sure. But that Canada performance was something else to experience. That was one of the greatest moments that I've ever experienced.
Andre Blake, Damon Lowe, Shamar Nicholson.
Jaja, it's crazy. It's rough, bro, but crazy. Yeah. And the performance and the results and the camp side, failure. From the what else what else other metric we can use for judge? Those are the 3 most important, and all of them just result in a failure to me, bro. Me not get nothing good come out of this tournament.
You don't learn
nothing good. Me not learn nothing new about my team, brother.
Me learn something.
What Jamal, you didn't know that?
No,
where learn?
Bro, me learn, so we have the ability. This is the first time we ever knock killer.
We know we have the ability to play football.
First time we ever knock killer ever. Even in the Canada game, we still never knock killer.
We go in a Nations League semi-final, brother. I will go play some football. We know we have the ability to play football. We know we have the ability to turn it up. We know we can do that. What new come? Like, what other new tactic the man do? We say, Jamaica need to play that way. Like, we find out say we have ballers. The man playing in the Premier League, the MLS, and the Championship. Them a baller, we know. Me not learn nothing, bro. Like, nothing. And besides learning anything, nothing good not come out of this. Jamal Wade having best performance he might probably have ever had for the regular boys. What else? You come here have one of the most dangerous players I play, maybe. See if us play 1 half, then play 10 minutes, then play 4 minutes. See if us not play a full game of football. Mm-hmm. And see if us was one of our most dangerous players. I mean, I learn the things that I want to see, I get it. So all around, bro, I failed a tournament. And you see, it ended in the coach resigning. And that just sum up how big of a failure it was. Because people have bad tournaments.
Yeah.
People don't often resign after one bad tournament.
And I promise you the GFF was not going to fire him.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know if it was a Fidem decision or him decision. I don't know. I tell you the truth. Time we're going to talk about this soon, people. Obviously, with the 40 minutes in. Anything else I want to cover? Obviously, a solid video. We don't need to stretch it and make it watered down.
Yeah, bro. As I said, Copa America, Europe and erase it out our brain box. You know, the only thing, as I said, I'm happy for was just the ability to come together and be together for 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. But besides that, not much positives.
That is it, yeah, man. That is it.
I was expecting much better. I wasn't expecting to come out of the group. I wasn't expecting to win a lot of matches. I was definitely expecting.
I barely had any expectations.
I was definitely expecting a result against Venezuela.
And we want something against Mexico.
Yeah.
I think we can beat Mexico,
and
bro.
to still compete versus.
We need to get over the hump they have beaten Mexico. We can beat Mexico. We're this close. But
and bro, for the Copa itself, we see what happened with Mexico versus Uruguay, but Canada might be the only CONCACAF team.
Just might.
This show levels between CONMEBOL and CONCACAF.
Mm-hmm.
That's why them feel so comfortable inviting us.
Make us see what USA do.
Them not beat Uruguay.
They're not supposed to beat Uruguay, but make us see what
they do. You see why them
they can beat Uruguay.
You see why them so comfortable inviting us to them competition?
I know them backside the same way. And a CONCACAF team will never win the Copa America.
Because that's why them so comfortable inviting us to them competition. Because they must say, yo, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We can build a competition. We can make we get
more teams
from USA.
And they're close.
We can make we get hundreds of millions of views from Mexico and USA football crazy. Mexico. USA love football.
I can't invite nobody. Who else you can invite, brother?
Yeah.
The European team they can't invite. They invite Asian teams. They invite Qatar.
You invite Qatar.
Yeah, but you invite Qatar over CONCACAF? No way. You see me? Obviously, we know it happened.
Yeah.
But it's a win-win for them. And I agree with you. But yeah, hopefully we can get good representation from CONCACAF. And maybe even if we want that, because it's a make work well. We're not to face them in a regular qualifying. So hopefully we can get good representation.
Canada going to beat Venezuela, but
Venezuela
team, them love it.
Yup. That is it from us. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to the side at Sports TV. And do one more thing first, do
share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers, people. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, enough subscriber that can get to people.
Yeah. But for now, this was the side at Sports TV.
Gone,
Gone, father.